It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Ravens on Sunday night.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 7th-year pro. Seems to be in the MVP conversation every year now. It's Josh Allen.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. And what should really be driving him to get the win this week.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now Allen off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3rd and just 2 to go. Cook trying this one up the gut. Has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Escapes a defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. Crosses the 35, room for more. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Gets this to Bateman. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Well, as we get a look at their key inactives this week, we can tell they've dealt with their fair share of injuries, but Brock still playing a lot of winning football.
They've just been able to feed off that adversity. Every time they've won with guys out, you could just feel it's like a boost. Just that boost of morale that we can do this. And those guys who are out, the ones recovering, well, you know they love to see it. It's pushing them to recover and get back out there so they can be a part of this run.
From the gun, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes, and they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Complete to Coleman. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Gets this to Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down. They'll try the right side with Cook. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He takes off left on this second down. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on third.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Allen on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes Sam Martin to handle the punt for the Bills. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Finding Flowers. And he's brought down for a loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.